Happy Pride Month! I'm so sorry for my 4-month absence. I dearly enjoy making content, but I had to finish up my senior year of high school, so yeah. Before we start today's short little video, I want to thank you for 100 plus subscribers. That's really small, but I'm appreciating every single one of you for liking my silly little voiceovers. And thanks for the love on my last video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I really want to do more redesigns soon, so, you know, I will eventually, since I have little to do besides work. Anyway, along to the actual thing, to my cute little babies. I had a business class that I had to finish up a presentation on a product that I could sell, so since I'm aiming to be an animator, I pitched my own little cartoon, and I thought it would be fun to share because it's cute. It's called SOCK SADIE, and it follows the two neighbors as they go through high school. It might sound boring as fuck by now, but like, I promise you, they're cool. And they have a cat named Ferb, so stick around. SOCK is first up, and they are a non-binary Latino, and they live with both their parents in their apartment. A lot of or literally no TV shows have like non-binary protagonists, and I think that would be really great to have in a children's show, because representation. Did I mention it's Pride Month? They're really introverted, and they love to skate a lot, and I really like their name a lot, because SOCK, who doesn't want to name themselves after a clothing article? Like, it's like me naming myself Sweater, except I wouldn't. I won't do that. I originally didn't make them for the show. They were just a funky little character who I could swap the color palette of, like, whenever I wanted to. I was just a little bit lazy and didn't want to make a ref sheet for them. So, you know. I only have SOCK speed paint also, so I'm just gonna chat about Sadie while it plays, and then I'll show you her here afterwards. Sadie is a cute baby who is Greek. She has a complex thing with gender, so she goes by she, he pronouns, and I love him so much. He's so great. I love my baby. She's modeled after me a little bit. She's super extroverted, and she probably does choir. She lives with her dad in an apartment next to SOCK's, because neighbor moment. And they're probably like, who owns the cat? I love Ferb. Where's Phineas? Phineas doesn't exist. He might have died in real life. Oops. Maybe I'll talk about him another time. But the first episode I plan to have like revolved around Ferb. So basically, SOCK and Sadie, they get up one day. It's like the day before high school starts. They're gonna be freshmen. Ew, imagine being a freshman. No shade to you if you're 14 years old and watching this, but you'll grow up and be cooler eventually, or maybe you're already cool. Who knows? Anyway, well, I'm getting so off topic. This is why I should write a script. So they go out one day, and they're just skating down the lane, and they find this nice little cat. He's a nice little gray cat. He's a stray. And so they're like, oh my god, we have to take this guy in, because he looks so cute, and he's cuddly. And he gives nose boops if you put your head, like, really close to him. This is an actual cat, by the way. I'm, like, in love with this cat more than my entire life. And I love him so much. Like, I'll steal him. He's not my cat. He's not. but I love him a lot. And so I stuck him in the show because I needed to. I'm stalling for time a little because speed paint's running long. But they find this cat, and they can't keep it in either of their apartments because SOCK's parents don't want a cat, and Sadie's dad's allergic. So they go around and ask a bunch of people if they want this cat, and then they end up like riding around, and then the cat like jumps away from them, and then they start running after it, and like, you know, big wild goose chase. And then they find it in this flower shop. I have no idea what this flower shop is called yet, but they run into Forrest, who runs the flower shop and is a sophomore in high school, and he's really nice. And maybe I'll stick his design here somewhere. Editing moment. And he runs no, he doesn't run it. He just works there part-time because he's a sophomore dude. And he's like, oh my god, is this your cat? And they're both like, no, we've been trying to find a place for him to stay. And he's like, I'll take care of the cat. And then he lives in the florist place. And I used to have this florist downtown growing up. and they had a bunch of cats in there, and I loved them very much. So now we get a nice little florist shop with a cat named Ferb in it. And this is SOCK and Sadie's final design. So, I hope you all enjoyed. I know this was really short, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet before my next endeavor. And take care of yourselves. Bye for now.